Hey guys, so in this video what we're going to do is we're going to start building out our dictionary attack now. So to do that we're going to go to views, and first thing I'm going to do, if I just open up Wordsmith and run it. So what we need to launch the dictionary attack is we need the dictionary list path, we need the folder path where it's going to be extracted to, and we need the path of all the targets, and then we can launch our attack. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to create a method to do so in views. Just go down to views and launch dictionary attack. Okay, so now, first things first, what we need is, one second. Just give me a second, and yeah, so let's begin. So we need the password file, so password underscore file is equal to self.label dict file and the text from that. Then the save underscore destination, this is where we're going to save the extracted files to, is going to be self.label underscore extract dest text. So we get the text of those two objects, and then if not password underscore file or not save underscore destination. So if there is no password file or no save destination, it's like if the user hasn't selected those, then what we're going to do is we're going to send the message. So the message is going to equal, you need to provide a password file or save destination. Sorry, and save destination. Okay, then what we're going to do, self.display message box. The message is going to equal our message, and the type, m underscore type, is going to equal show info. Show info. Okay. Then it's just going to return none. That means our dictionary tag doesn't do anything, so it's just going to return none. Okay. Otherwise, so if they've provided us with a password file or a save destination, what we're going to do, we're going to start getting all of the targets together, or all the target paths. So all underscore target underscore paths is going to equal empty list. We're going to do for row underscore ID in self.tv underscore target dot item row underscore, sorry, self.tv.target.get underscore children. So what this effectively does is get children will give us all of the rows in the tree view, and effectively what the rows are going to do is going to contain information within each of the columns. So what we're going to do is the target info, so target underscore info is equal to self.tv underscore target dot item row underscore ID and values. So each row is going to be returned to us as an object, and we're going to get the values from that item, from that row. And then what we're going to do, and it's going to return it to us as a tuple. So then all underscore target paths, actually let's just call it all targets. These not the paths. We actually need some of the information as well. So all underscore targets, and dot append target underscore info. So this is going to return us basically a tuple with the type, whether it includes subfolders and the target path. So that's what that's going to return. Okay, so if not all underscore targets, so if there's no targets, then we're going to display a message to the user. So self.display message box. There are no targets, and the type is going to equal show info. Okay. We can also return none here, so there's no action if there's no targets. Okay, and then if there is targets, so if there's targets and we provide us with a password file and a safe destination, then we're going to launch the attack. And how we're going to do that is via the controller. So remember, the view doesn't actually do any calculations or anything. It's going to tell the controller. It's going to pass over to the controller. So it's going to say to the controller, hey, controller, the user's provided me with these targets, this safe destination and password file. I don't know what to do with them. Can I give it to you and you handle it? So then the controller is going to have a method called launch attack. Okay, and what's going to be required in this method is the password file. And that's going to equal password file that we have. And then the save underscore destination is going to equal save underscore dest. So let's put them together. And lastly, the target is going to equal all targets. So target is equal to all underscore targets. Okay. So now we need to create this launch attack method in the controller. So let's go back to the controller. Let's save. And then go back to the controller. Okay, so now we're going to define our attack. Def launch underscore attack. Now, what this is going to entail is self, password underscore file, the save underscore destination, and the targets that the user's provided. So remember, targets is going to be as a tuple. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to pass for now. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to create another object, and we're going to basically build out our targets in this object. So let's go to data objects. And I know it may seem all over the place at the moment, but it's going to be a lot clearer once I put this all together. Okay, so we're going to define another object called attack targets. Okay, object. And we're going to create a constructor, init underscore self. Okay. And then the self.targets is equal to an empty list. And basically what self.targets is going to contain is a list of file and folder objects. So remember, the user is going to provide us with a path. And basically what we're going to do here, we're going to wrap them. We're going to create folder and file objects from those paths. And then we're going to use this attack targets object as our code, as our target for the actual dictionary attack. Okay, so def underscore add underscore target. So our controller is actually going to use this method. It's public. So it's going to be self and target. Okay, so remember the target from the tree view in the views that we had. So this information here, this is going to be a tuple. And how that is, so how the form of that is going to be a target, well, basically is a tuple in the form, like type, whether it includes subfolders or not, and the target underscore path. That's how it's going to come about. So what we're going to do with this knowledge, target underscore type is going to be equal to target 0. So like the first index of that tuple. Include underscore subfolders is going to be equal to target 1. And target path, so target underscore path is equal to target 2. Third index, or the second index, but the third item. Okay, and basically if target underscore type equals file, so if the target type's a file, then what we're going to do is we're going to run a specific method for that. So self dot underscore add underscore target underscore file, and we're going to call that target underscore, or the parameter is going to be target path, and it's going to take in the target underscore path. Okay, and we need to create this add target file. Otherwise, that means the only other alternative is the target types a folder. So if that's the case, then self dot underscore add underscore target underscore folder, and then target underscore path is going to equal target underscore path. Then include subfolders is going to equal to the include subfolders that we have here. Okay, so now the reason why I'm doing this is based on a principle called encapsulation. So really the programmer or like the user, they don't need to know, well, not really the user, but the programmer who's using this attack targets, they don't need to know really the inner workings of it. All they need to know is if you add a target, that target's going to be added to this object. So now what that basically entails is they don't need to specifically state whether it's a file or a folder. What they need to know is if they add a target, then the object's going to handle that itself. And how the object's going to handle it is by using these private methods. So def underscore add underscore target underscore file self, taking the target path. So the user adds in a target, the target's a file. The system, this is going to handle creating that object. So we're going to change it into a raw string. So raw underscore target equals, so f string, that's raw. And we're going to put in the target path, target underscore path. And then, so T, let's just do a random letter. So file, we're going to create out the file. So T stands for like target, I guess, in this case. So we're going to create a file object out of that raw target. And self dot targets dot append T. Okay, and then what we're going to do is the folder. So def underscore add underscore target underscore folder. It's going to have self, the target path, and whether it includes subfolders. So include underscore subfolders. Okay, and that's going to default to false. Okay, so then we're going to create the raw underscore target, and that is going to equal to f raw string. It's going to contain the target path, so target underscore path, pretty much the same thing. And then T equals folder raw underscore target and include subfolders. So this includes subfolders here. So that's going to create our target object. And then self.targets.append T. So remember, this self.targets attribute, that's going to contain a list of file and folder objects. So inside that folder object that the user chooses is going to be a like a tuple of all the files. So it's going to hold like a lot more information than it may seem to like. It's going to control everything. It's going to contain everything in regards to that file. So get targets. So if you ever need to get targets, we're going to create a public method called get targets. So the programmer needs to get the targets, like the objects. It's just going to return self.targets. So it's just going to return the list in case they need to iterate over it for any reason. Okay, and that should be fine. This should be it. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our controller with this object created. Hopefully it should come clear now and what I'm trying to achieve. So now what we're going to have is attack underscore targets is equal to attack targets. Okay, now for target in targets, attack underscore targets dot add underscore target. Oh wait, we need to import that. So controller from data objects import attack targets. Okay, so that's fine. And then add target. So what this is saying is that list of tuples, iterate over them, and then for every tuple, add that as a target, and the data objects will handle that itself. So all we need to know in the controller, all the controller needs to know is that it just needs to add a target, which is like the tuple, and then data objects will handle the building of the attack targets, so that we have a list of file and folder objects, and then we can reuse that in the dictionary actual attack. Okay, so then this will build out our attack targets object, which will contain a list of files and folders. And then the actual attack is going to be equal to dictionary attack. And we're going to pass in an instance of the view. We're going to pass in the password file. And we're going to pass in the save destination and the attack targets. Okay, and then we're going to run something called attack.start. Okay, and that's that. In the next video, we're going to talk about threading and actually creating this dictionary attack. So class dictionary attack. Import for, yeah, we'll just do this for now. And then it's just an empty class. Okay, so now in the next video, we're going to build out the dictionary attack. So we'll do that next.